My name is James, and for years I was the one who stitched my family together. Not because they deserved it, but because I couldn't let go. I'm 40, a software developer from San Francisco, and this is my story. I thought family was a fire I had to keep burning, feeding it with my time, my money, and my soul, while everyone else warmed their hands. But then my father looked right through me and said, "You're not part of this anymore." That moment, raw and cold, cracked something open inside me. I wasn't just supporting them. I was drowning for them. Every winter, I planned our family getaway, a cozy chalet in the mountains of Aspen, snow dusting the pines, a wraparound deck where the stars felt close enough to touch. I'd spend months on it. I'd wire $9,600 from my savings without hesitation, rent the SUVs, book ski lessons for my brother's kids, and even map out diners for my mother's gluten-free obsession. All of it was to maintain the illusion that we were a family that belonged together. It wasn't about the trip. It was about me proving I mattered. My brother Caleb was always chasing crypto schemes or bar fights. My sister Mara was drifting through yoga retreats and finding herself while I paid her rent. My parents, my dad's stern silences and my mom's anxious chatter, leaned on me like I was a wall. They didn't notice I covered Caleb's legal fees, Mara's phone bill, and even Dad's heart medication when his insurance lapsed. For 12 years, I tracked $227,000 in a notebook I hid in my desk, not to shame them, but to prove I wasn't imagining the weight. This year, I found a chalet that felt like a dream. It had slopes in the distance, a stone fireplace, and a kitchen big enough for my mom's holiday baking. I paid for it up front and kept it quiet, picturing their smiles. But I wasn't excited. I was drained. My duty to them felt like a rope around my neck, tightening every year. 3 weeks before the trip, we were at my dad's place for a potluck. The air smelled of burnt brisket and spilled wine with everyone faking laughter. Dad pulled me into the garage, his eyes hard as flint. "Don't bother coming, James," he said, his voice low. "We don't need you this time." No reason, no warmth, just a blade slicing through 15 years of my life. I didn't fight back or beg for answers. I just stood there as the clink of dishes faded to a dull roar. Mara was teasing the kids. Caleb was scrolling on his phone, probably betting on some meme stock. And I saw it, sharp as the mountain air I had paid for. They didn't see me. They saw a checkbook, a fixer, a ghost who kept their world spinning. I drove home, streetlights blurring through unshed tears. At my desk, I opened my laptop and unraveled everything. I refunded the $9,600 chalet deposit. With a click, I canceled the family's Wi-Fi, their gym memberships, and Caleb's kids' soccer camp. I severed every thread I had tied to keep them afloat. My chest pounded not with rage, but with something alive. Release. By dawn, my phone was chaos. I had 73 missed calls. Mara's text read, "James, what happened to the chalet?" Caleb, trying to sound cool, wrote, "Yo, booking error or what?" Mom forwarded an email from the resort. "Reservation terminated. Payment withdrawn." I typed one reply, 5 words hard as ice. "Figure it out without me." They didn't understand. Mara tried to rebook using a fake name she thought was clever, but it was flagged as suspicious. Caleb sent a payment from an account overdrawn since last summer, but it was declined. The group chat exploded. My mom's pleas, my dad's demands, Caleb blaming Mara, and Mara cursing me. They were flailing, but they didn't see it. I wasn't just killing a trip. I was killing the version of me they used. I flipped open my notebook, the 227,000 tally staring back. Every late-night wire, every just this once loan. Every time I swallowed my own needs. I didn't feel sorry. I felt clear, so I kept cutting. I dropped the cloud backup Caleb used for his investments and stopped the utilities I'd covered since their heat was shut off. Then I booked a solo trip to New Zealand. Just a few words. Rainforest, quiet, no demons, no need for me. Just me, breathing for the first time. The day their trip was supposed to begin, I was at the airport, coffee bitter on my tongue, watching planes slice the sunrise. My phone vibrated with my mom, Caleb, and Mara spiraling. They had rented a crumbling cabin in the Rockies. No heat, a sagging porch. Caleb sent a photo, forcing a grin. "Survival mode, baby." The kids looked cold. My mom's texts were desperate. Dad hadn't spoken in days. His control was slipping like sand. In New Zealand, I stood on a cliff, ocean spray stinging my skin. The sky was streaked with colors I didn't know existed. I wasn't running from them. I was running toward me. When I checked my phone, the mess had worsened. Their cabin booking collapsed. Caleb's card bounced again. Mara's voicemails were raw. Half crying, half snarling. James, why are you doing this? Then Caleb's email hit. It was sent in the middle of the night, sloppy and real. He confessed he tried guessing my bank password, thinking he could save the trip. He said the cabin was a nightmare. Mom was breaking. The kids kept asking for me. He didn't ask for cash. He asked for guidance. For a second, I almost typed back. Almost. But my dad's voice echoed in my head, a wound that hadn't healed. We don't need you. I remembered the years I had begged for a nod, a thank you. Anything to prove I was more than their ATM. I shut the email without replying. I'm back now, months later. My life is quieter but not hollow. It's alive in a way I never expected. I cleared my debts, picked up freelance work, and started hiking at dawn just to hear the world wake up. I don't check their group chat. A package came last week. It was a photo of them outside that grim cabin. Fake smiles were frozen on their faces. On the back, my dad's scrawl read, "We made it work." No, sorry, but it was something. My mom sends texts now about random things. A hiking trail, a cookie recipe. Caleb's paying back $150 a month with no words, just deposits. Mara sent a baby shower invite. I didn't go, but I kept the card. It's in a box buried under receipts and spare change. A ghost of the me who thought I had to save them to exist. I don't know if they're different now. I don't care. I'm not chasing their approval anymore. I'm chasing me, and that's enough. If this story struck a chord, if you've ever carried a weight you didn't choose, share your story in the comments. Let's talk about what it means to break free.